Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Unlimited proudly brings to you the greatest YouTube live show in the world, the American Walter Main, the Canadian Bret Litke, the Raw Smackdown Recap.
You know, we probably should think of a catchier name for this show. I mean, this is like no-name peanut butter brand. You know, like this is really, we gotta think of a name. But it is great, and Matt Meffy considers this to be his favorite show. He says he likes watching this show more than he likes watching anything else or spending time with friends. So, I mean, really, we're doing.
To quote Matt Meffy, I would sacrifice my parents to watch the Raw Smackdown recap.
It's what you got to do. It's what you got to do. Walter, how are you doing this week?
I am doing great. I got back from seeing Captain Marvel just before turning on SmackDown.
How was that? Was it a five-bagger?
It definitely was a five-bagger.
What was your favorite part?
The alien cat that eats things.
Is that legit?
Yes.
Alien cat that eats things. I don't know what to make of that.
It's wild. It's definitely wild.
We'll see if I can find time to watch it. WWE is coming to my home city this Friday. It's just a live event.
Are you going to be there?
Yeah, I found $25 tickets, so I'm going to go sit on the drink rail at Rogers Place and watch Elias cut up the Oilers. But Friday's also a very other important day, as I will be purchasing my NXT TakeOver Toronto tickets, SummerSlam, Raw, SmackDown. I can't wait. So SummerSlam is inching closer to becoming a reality.
That's gonna be a good time.
I can't wait. And then you have the next Big Four pay-per-view after that.
Yes, I have Survivor Series. Whenever that goes on sale, I'm going to NXT. I'm going to Survivor Series, and I'll pick either Raw or SmackDown to go to.
I have to say, for this Toronto this Toronto weekend, you can get 4 tickets, lower bowl, to all 4 shows, obviously. $620 Canadian. So that'd probably be like 400 and some American. That's a hell of a deal. I mean, for each show in a lower bowl at that price to just get them all like the same seat. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, when I did Money in the Bank and TakeOver, I think it was like $155 for the same seat both nights.
Wow. See, that's what I love about WWE. Like, I mean, even if you want to sit floor, they're not like necessarily egregiously expensive.
Unless you get like front row.
Yeah, then you're like $1,000 a ticket or whatever. But front row for a Raw, I've sat front row for a Raw. It's not that expensive. It's compared to like if I were to go to an Oilers game and try to sit like anywhere in the lower bowl, egregious amount of money, like disgusting amount of money. So no. What the fuck? The cord on this laptop is just screwed up. My laptop will not take a charge. What the fuck? Anyways, should we get to the headlines, Walter?
We should. What would you say is the top headline of the week?
Well, okay, let's exclude Fastlane because
tomorrow.
Matt Meffy actually legally says that we are not allowed to mention the pay-per-view on this show before the pay-per-view review, or else he'll kill us. So this flat murder. That is in our contract, and I'd willingly have to be murdered. So I'm not going to mention Fastlane. I think, okay, well, I mean, it wasn't like there was huge news, ladies and gentlemen, not like massive ground-shaking news, but I mean, there was Batista versus Triple H is official.
Yes. That's going to be a good time, I think.
Qualification match. You and I, we were talking about how this match, we were hoping it got something like that. It seemed.
Yeah, and there you go.
I loved the segment. I don't know about you. I know some people were like, "Oh, Batista flubbed." No, I think it was fine. I was very happy with the segment.
And I liked Triple H's line about the guardians of the indie scene.
Yeah, there were some memorable moments. I thought Batista looked cool. He had a memorable sort of outfit. I like the addition of the security. I like the heel that they're playing. I thought it was reasonable. They just don't like each other. They want to fight. No need to make it any more complicated than that. It doesn't need to be you slept with my wife or something stupid like that.
Right.
Nope, I thought it was good.
Yeah.
Kofi Kingston, he's one step closer, one step forward, 6 steps back towards getting a title match at WrestleMania.
Right.
I don't mind it. I thought it was pretty cool. I think next week
yeah. 2 more matches made official for Mania.
Yes.
Miz and Shane and Orton and Styles.
I'll bring it up later. That Orton Styles, that'll come up a little bit later. But wow, that's all I have to say for now.
Yeah, I'm definitely all on board to just watch AJ Styles versus Randy Orton. Like you don't need to build that. You don't too much. You don't need too much of a story behind that, because just the fact that it's happening is kind of insane.
Yeah. I have another headline. Drew McIntyre is officially 100% certified a psychopath. I think we can all agree.
Yes, he is. If he was not a WWE employee, he would probably be committed.
That was a wicked end of Raw.
Oh my God! The Claymore kick when Dean's head was in the rail.
Oh man, that was.
You heard his head crash off the metal.
I'm willing to bet Bruce Pritchard or like Jeff Jarrett, one of those new guys, thought of that. That was not old creative team that thought of that. That was new creative.
Yeah.
It was original. It was smart.
You know who I think could have thought of that?
Who?
If he's in the producer role? Abyss.
Yeah, that is up his alley. They did do cool stuff like that a little bit in TNA. That's the thing. Like they go to WWE, and now it's like they will have these ideas, but WWE will have the people, the resources, and the money to make it not an A, C plus. Like they'll make it A plus, right? So
yeah.
Not saying that everything TNA did, but when you have the money and you have the power and you have the resources that WWE does,
you have a better chance to hit it out of the park rather than just hit a bloop single.
Like if this podcast had WWE money, we'd be doing a lot better. Like we could just admit that. I would video. I'd have a suit on. There'd be a holographic Matt Meffy that sits behind me.
There'd be like a rolling news counter.
Yeah. We'd give live updates on the Matthew Mullins situation. I mean, this is what people want to see. But they're not getting it because we don't have WWE money. We may one day have Matt Meffy money, but we do not have WWE money. Well, Walter, other than that, any other major headlines? Alexa Bliss, I guess.
Is hosting Mania.
Mania. So, who knows what the hell that will entail.
Harlem Heat going into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, Harlem Heat. That's very exciting. I like both those guys a lot. So.
Yeah, Harlem Heat were a great tag team.
Yeah, good stuff. Very deserving. Booker T's the man. And so Stevie Ray. So that's awesome.
Yeah. Like the finisher they used, the powerbomb elbow drop combination.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, you know what's funny? When we go back and we watch those old WCW pay-per-views sometimes, like, those guys are always like a bright spot. Even if they're doing something stupid, it's usually like I really enjoy watching them. So, and then I watched a lot of WCW, so it's kind of cool to go back.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a ton. There's some other stuff that happened on Raw.
Right.
But
there's just not really much to talk about there.
Roman has a head injury or whatever.
The Claymore kicks Drew gave to Roman were sick.
Yeah, they look good. They look powerful. And other than that, I mean, Shield broke up officially. Like, not broke up,
Went their separate ways.
So yeah, no, it was good.
Yeah.
We want to get great, good, bad, ugly.
Yeah. Great. I'll say Drew McIntyre's performance on Raw across, like, from both segments he was involved in. He did an outstanding job.
Yeah, that was man. He had a standout night.
He really did. He really did.
He's been popping up in our show more and more over the past couple of weeks, so it's kind of interesting to see. Like, obviously, management and creative was seeing the same things we were as fans, right? So very, very cool to see that coming to fruition. My great would be AJ Styles, Randy Orton promo. Very weird for me to be saying this. Like, we're 4 weeks away from Mania, and this is a mid-card match between two guys that are no longer in the title scene. But in saying that, they did something that a lot of other guys haven't been able to do, which is sell me on a mid-card feud going into Mania. So many other times in the past, I watch WrestleMania. There's just some of those mid-cards that feuds, and I'm like, meh, I don't really care.
Yeah.
In this one promo exchange tonight on SmackDown, in this one exchange, they completely sold me on the show. So
yeah, I actually ended up missing the entire first half of SmackDown, so I missed that.
Oh yeah, go back, watch it.
Yeah,
unbelievable. Oh man, Randy Orton was really killer. It was interesting. Like, they did. You know what I have to say I love about this, Walter? They didn't go the obvious route. They didn't do like, I'm just going to attack you to attack you. They brought in an element to this reality, which is like, I'm the WWE guy, I'm the indie guy. Everything they said, you could believe that they actually don't like about the other person or that they don't respect.
right.
And it is like you know what, I'm going to prove I'm better. I'm going to prove I'm better. I bet they have a damn good match at Mania. So
Yeah,
sign me up.
I'd love to see like Orton going for an RKO, AJ like push him off, catch him, and do a Styles clash.
Well, they could do a lot of cool spots. That's for sure my grade. That is for sure. Yeah. I haven't been wowed like that by a feud.
Yeah. So for my good, I'm gonna go with the Rollins and Heyman segment. I really liked it. I thought both guys delivered good promos, and I liked the little surprise at the end with Shelton Benjamin coming out.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, that was a cool little thing. Good to see him return. That's a good. Mine would be the Drew McIntyre thing for sure.
Yeah.
It, technically would be great for me, but I can't say two greats because that's the rules that Matt Meffy has inflicted upon this podcast.
Right.
One great.
And if we break the rules, he will electric shock us.
And it might be in your testicles because that's what Kane would do to Shane McMahon. And as we all know, Matt Meffy's hero is Kane. What was your bad?
I'm gonna go with the finish to the Mandy or the Sonya Deville and Asuka match.
Mm-hmm.
Because they literally did the same finish 2 nights in a row, or 2 shows in a row.
Yeah, I didn't like that. My bad is Ronda's goddamn pacing. Like, I like the promos, but like, come on, like, slow it down. Slow it down. It was a decent promo, but slow it down. Like,
yeah,
it's noticeable. Like, just in practice more than. Anyways, it might just be a nervous thing, but driving me crazy. But yeah, that'd be my bad.
And my ugly, I'm going to go a little unconventional here, and I'm going to go the timing of commercial breaks.
Timing of commercial breaks, okay.
Like, they would interrupt the start of segments for a commercial. And I thought that was just the worst.
Could be them playing, like, I don't know. I guess I always hear on Something to Wrestle, Bruce Pritchard's always talking about how they would shake up the format every now and then, just to kind of keep you on your toes. So who knows? Maybe that's that. My ugly's that Mandy, Sonya, Asuka thing too.
Oh God, that was terrible.
Didn't look good. Not executed well. Like, hard idea to pull off in this first place, and then just poorly executed.
And then they try it again.
Yeah.
They do it twice.
No, not good. So that's my
Yeah. The ring apron should not be a deciding factor in a finish.
No, it's I want to talk about Fastlane, but I can't, folks. I'm forbidden. We better get to the
But
next.
if you want to hear our opinions on Fastlane, tune in tomorrow night for the Fastlane Review podcast.
I will get Walter Main to hum the Mandy Rose theme song. I promise I will make it happen. I promise.
All right. On to the stars?
Yeah, let's do the stars.
My number one star, I'm going to go with Drew McIntyre. Like I outlined, he had a great Raw. His Falls Count Anywhere match with Dean was vicious, and he emphatically ended that match with that Claymore kick.
Good choice for a first star. Yeah, Drew's got to be my first star. In terms of like individual performers standing out, I mean, that's what you come away with this week is like, yeah, Drew McIntyre had a crazy week. As an individual, he stood out to me. Dean Ambrose with like an asterisk next to it because that Dean really did a massive thing.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
My second and third star would be, though, in saying that, I mean, it's weird that I'm giving the guy I got good the first star, but it's because AJ Styles and Randy Orton were better collectively, but I'm going to put them as my 2-star because they were in the same film.
Right. I would say my second star, I'll go with another collective too. I'll go with the New Day. I thought that just as a whole, they had a really impactful SmackDown, especially that closing promo. I thought that all three guys just knocked it out of the park with that promo.
Yeah, that was Kofi was fantastic. Like, that was a fantastic.
Oh yeah.
I guess my third star, I have to say, I'm tempted to say Triple H. And that's weird. Like, if you know me, that's really weird.
Yeah, because you are not the biggest Triple H fan.
I'm not. But, I thought I like him in this babyface role. I think it's, like, very refreshing to see. And, like, back to his, like, sort of bad. He kind of had this when he was facing The Undertaker. I think it was WrestleMania. Each time it was kind of like
27 and 28.
Yeah, so I kind of like this badass. Like, it's kind of cool. I like it.
Yeah.
It's better than corporate shell Triple H, which just doesn't fit with me.
Because that's just not. I don't think that's him.
No, it's not. He was one of the boys. He's always been one of the badass. Whatever.
Because they even said, like, when he first started sitting in on creative meetings, he would be there in his denim jacket and jeans.
Exactly. Like, that's this dude. So, I like, and especially that's who I like in a wrestling world. That's when I could always tolerate Triple H, was when he was like in that role. So he gets a third star for me because I thought, and I'd almost put Batista in there too. I really like that segment. I like that stuff that it's like, okay, you're really selling me on your match. At Mania, because I want this WrestleMania. I want this to be one of my favorites of all time. I think it has the potential. So, already, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah, and I'm going to go with you. I'm going to go Triple H for the third star.
Sweet. Very good. Very, very, very good.
All right, let's get on to letter grades for each show. I'll give Raw a C+. I thought it was good, not great. Thought there was a bit too much filler.
Oh, that's a fair. I can't even disagree with you. I'll go B-, and that's like, I mean, what's the difference? But I
Right.
think for me, like B-, but just because there was the ending, I do remember, and I will remember that going forward, and I will remember the start of the Batista Triple H, the second step to it. And I thought Elias was, I mean, he's always quality. So I'll give it a B-. It was good.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair. For SmackDown, I'll give it a B. I thought it was good. I thought there was a lot of good action. I thought just overall, SmackDown was a really, really solid show. And as I will always say, a 2-hour show is more digestible than a 3-hour show.
Definitely. I'll give it a B as well. I was gonna give it a B+, but when it starts to approach that, it's like, okay, every segment you should come away at the very least being like, okay, that wasn't bad. But that Sonya Mandy thing was just like, it was a big detractor. So yeah, B for me as well.
Yeah. And on to everyone's favorite part of the week. 3 questions. Throw them at me.
Walter, I've spent the past 7 days sitting in a cave in Peru with a scroll in hand and an ink pen. And I've been jotting down my various theories on the universe and life and all of that. But in addition, I've been preparing your 3 questions. So these are coming at you well crafted, well thought out, and totally not off the top of my head. Okay, Walter, I want you to understand that. These have heart. Question number 1. The U.S. title, Samoa Joe won it last week. He loses tonight in a tag team match, getting pinned by Rey Mysterio. My question to you, what type of match do we see for the U.S. title at Mania?
Last week I was convinced it was going to be Cena Joe. But now apparently rumor mill says that Cena is going to be Kurt Angle's last opponent. So I think maybe you do. I think maybe you flat out just do Joe Ray and blow off Ray Andrade on an episode of SmackDown.
Or extended. No, that's too long. Okay. Fair enough. I wouldn't mind Joe Mysterio. They could probably do a good match. I'd be worried about the time that they get, but
yeah,
just because on a show that big.
Ray has not been lucky when it comes to his Mania matches getting time.
Oh man, WrestleMania 22.
Yeah, 9-minute triple threat match for the World Heavyweight title.
Yeah, that always bugged me. That finish came out of nowhere. And I really like that pay-per-view for the most part, but I didn't like that match. That pay-per-view could have been like a full letter grade higher if they could have got really going in that match and had like a fucking 5-star classic, 4.5-star classic. You'd talk about WrestleMania 22 a lot more than you do. Because that Triple H Cena match that they try to turn into a submission fest, didn't love that one. Okay, question number 2. Now, we have Mania's what, 4 weeks away?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have 3 weeks left. What the hell are they going to do with Drew McIntyre? Is it him and Roman? I
think it's him and Roman. Either that or it's him and Corbin versus Roman and Dean.
Oh my.
But if I had to bank on something, I'd say it's him and Roman. And at that point, you're backing yourself into a corner. You can't win there.
Oh, then otherwise, you'd almost have to do a schmoz finish at Mania. I do agree. I think you'd almost have to do the tag team. Let Dean take the The tag team match would be fine. You could have Reigns and Ambrose go over, like Corbin take the pin, or I mean, you could probably make McIntyre and Corbin look pretty damn good if Ambrose gets the pin.
Yeah, you could have Drew once again beat Dean.
Yeah, that would actually probably work out well. Okay, question number 3. Now this is WrestleMania time, Walter. In WrestleMania, for many, many, many years, since WrestleMania 21, John Cena's name's usually been in the mix. The last couple, obviously, things have sort of started to change. My question for you, Walter Main, do we ever see another WrestleMania that is main evented by a John Cena match for the WWE Championship? And I mean main evented.
No.
No. Not even a John Cena versus Roman Reigns match somewhere down the line?
No. Because I think spring going into summer is a very busy time in the movie industry for shooting, because that's your ideal time to get shoots done. Summer, it's nice. So I think that's where a lot of Cena's time is going to be, and he won't have the time to go out and build a long-term feud.
The Rock did it.
This is true.
Here's where I think the bigger hiccup would be if creative would ever do it. I think how old's Cena now? 40? 41?
36, 37, somewhere around there.
Let me look. If he's only that young, then my plan will work. Sorry, folks. This is low technology, but I got to Google it. You got to know this information now. Of course, my internet's not going to work. God damn it. John Cena, how old are you? I need to give Walter a statement. John Cena. I'm going to guess 41. It's 41.
41.
April 23rd, 1977. He's a 70s child. More so an 80s kid. So John Cena, okay, so he's 41. Okay, here's my idea, Walter. Okay. Well, I guess he'd be 46 if it happened. That might be too long. It'd be a WrestleMania 40. That's a big number. It's monumental. But by that point in time, I think you'd blow your chance to it. Would have to be at some point between 35 and 40. You have John Cena, Roman Reigns. You have that match. You have that passing of the torch. It's happened every step before that. I think it has to happen at some point. But I do wonder if Cena takes like a Rock-esque break and comes back years later, like at WrestleMania 40. You know what I mean?
That's an interesting thought.
It's happened every time before. There's
right
passing of the torch.
Like,
well, maybe it was Undertaker. Undertaker was not the face of the company for the past decade and whatnot. It was John Cena, unquestionably.
Yeah, and the only time they've done that match one-on-one, it was at freaking No Mercy.
Exactly. They could totally pretend like that didn't even happen. You know, WWE does that. You know, they could sell it as once in a, whatever. I think there would be, especially if Cena keeps doing these Hollywood movies, like he gets 5 years of just leading role parts. When he came back to do a Mania, it'd be like when Rock came back. I mean, he turned WrestleMania 28. WrestleMania 28 without Rock Cena, I get it, you had Punk Jericho, but without Rock Cena, that's a hurting WrestleMania. That added so much star power to the show. So they could pull it out like WrestleMania 38. You know what I mean?
I think it would have been without Rock Cena, it would have been yet another WrestleMania in a row where Undertaker's match was the most memorable.
Yeah. That would have been 2 years in a row.
3.
4.
4.
4 years in a row.
That Undertaker would have had the most memorable match.
That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy.
Yeah, that run he had with Michaels and Triple H, and even back to the Edge and Batista, he was untouchable at Mania. Like, his performances were outstanding.
I want to go back. I'm going to go watch WrestleMania 28 again. I love that one. That was a good show. So those are my questions. You know, those were questions. And those were great answers, Walter.
Why, thank you. And on that note, thank you all for watching. If you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe and intake all of Unlimited's content. If you want our thoughts on Fastlane, like we said earlier, tune in tomorrow night for the Unlimited podcast, the Smackdown, the Fastlane review show. And if you would like to hear from us more often, follow us on Twitter down below. You can follow Unlimited at Unlimited1. You can follow Bret Litke and myself and Matt Meffy. All the Twitter information is down below. You can like Unlimited on Facebook. You can join the Unlimited Facebook group page. You can do anything possible to just promote us. Give us attention. Let us know that you love us, because we are craving and in need of love and attention, because we all know that we don't give our families enough of it, so they're not able to give it to us.
We're in a lot of
on that note,
essentially.
On that note, thank you all for watching. We'll talk to you all later.
Au revoir.